Hello everybody and welcome to a good look around the upper deck of this really lovely steel catch for a look at her cockpit, her upper deck, to see where things are and generally how she's laid out and if she might suit you. So as you can see, I'm standing at the port forward corner of the cockpit looking down towards the stern. So we've got a nice aft stern deck there with the hatch inlaid on top. I can't show you inside because it's bolted closed, but presumably stowage in there. Good hard strong push pit at the back. We've got the throwing buoy there, a couple of wooden cleats, etc., all looking good. And you can see the mizzenmast there. There is a photo of the sail in the advert, but you can just see how very recent the canvas works are, looking in absolutely great shape to me. And if we just move back to get an overall look at the cockpit, we can see we're nice and deep, we're sheltered, we've got this high bulwarks or bulkheads around us to protect us from the sea. We don't have dodgers here at the moment, but they could be fitted to make it even more cosy if you like, but at the moment it's feeling very solid, very safe, and a very nice cosy place to be should we blow up a little bit. So underneath here we've got a great big locker, we've got the bilge pump under there, we've got the looks like the stern gland lubricator there too, and we can see we've got big stainless looking winches port and starboard, backed up by smaller winches at the back, not self-tailed, but all looking reasonable fettle to me. Absolutely great. And you can see all the way around this boat in the cockpit we've got lots of teak, and the upper deck is all teak laid out as well, and it looks absolutely lovely. As we go around, we'll notice we've got this really high deep tow rail as well, to which the rigging is attached, so this boat really properly feels lovely and solid. So if I just make my way back towards the stern of the cockpit, just lower down we can see we've got the engine controls to port, so that's really handy for the helm. We've got the wheel, we've got the compass, really nice vintage affair in front of you, needs a little bit of attention. And we've got some fairly vintage instruments there that I think, they could be updated if you wanted, but if they work, maybe there's no need. And then just nestling down there in the right-hand side or the starboard side, you can see we've got the engine start-stop panel, alarms, warnings, all that kind of thing. And again, although it's bolted down, looks like we have a cover there which should give access to the engine, so great access there for the engineers. A couple of big cockpit drains at the front there, and just looking up underneath the spray hood, and just to bring your attention to the spray hood again, this has all been done very recently, so it looks in great shape, as do the sail covers on the main as well, looking absolutely lovely, and the colour really suits the boat. So we've got the grey hull, grey upper deck, and the grey canvas works. Forward bulkhead there, or the after bulkhead of the accommodation, but the forward bulkhead of the cockpit, you can see we're teak lined as well, looks wonderful. We've got a couple of brakes there as well for the so the main sheet is controlled from here, so that's out of the cockpit, so nice and safe. The boom itself is quite high as well, so a really safe cockpit to be working from. In the port bulkhead here we've got depth, speed, etc. I believe. Starboard bulkhead we've got another compass there, and wind speed and direction, so all really handy. And of course through the spray hood there you've got a great view forward. Very nice setup, I think, and it feels wonderful and traditional, looks in great shape to me. Obviously there'll always be jobs to do on a boat like this, but she is really a very attractive boat. Quite a high little jump over the coaming here, but once you're out, there's no other nothing else to get caught on. And once you're out here you've got a nice wide side deck all the way around, and that carries on all the way up to the bow, and we've got this lovely great big long handrail here on the coach roof, so as soon as you're out of the cockpit past the spray hood you've got something to hold on to almost all the way to the front of the coach roof there. Windows sitting in the very high coach roof here, so this is going to give us good headroom down below, and I have mentioned we've got really lovely wide side decks here, very nice indeed. There's a quick look at the main sheet traveller, so that's well out of the cockpit as I mentioned. We've got the wood burner chimney here, and there's loads of room on the coach roof here for lounging or deck chairs or whatever it is, maybe a life raft, all that kind of stuff. And as we make our way forwards we can see the rigging comes down to the tow rail here, or in fact down to the structure via the tow rail, so it's the shrouds outboard, so hardly even having to duck out of the way at all to get to the foredeck. Bit of a hatch here for light and ventilation down below, and we have a nice open foredeck here, all teak again, looking great. We've got the Lofrans windlass there, we have a baby stay, and we've got the Bruce anchor sitting in the single bow roller there, with a lovely seat just in the push bit there, and as you can see we've got the roller reefing just out of the bowsprit. Very nice indeed, gives us there's plenty of room out here. Lovely, great big long foresail pole too. So there's a view aft along the coach roof, all looking very, very pretty. Really loving the traditional portholes here. These are probably bronze mounted, I should think. Here's a shore supply incomer, and again we can grab hold of this grab rail all the way back towards the spray hood, past the huge, great big coach roof, and all looking very nice. We can see we've got the foresail traveller here all the way along the port side, one fitted to starboard as well. Plenty of adjustment there, and that brings us back to the cockpit, where I'll just finish off by saying this has been Tim from Boatshed Yacht Brokers, just showing you around the upper deck of this very, very pretty vintage looking steel yacht. Thanks for watching. Lots more pictures and videos at boatshedbrighton.com.